Peoples of all kinds, it's yours, truly, SimplyBird. What's good, neighborhood? What's the word on the curb? Hey, man, look, as y'all can tell from the title and the visuals, today I'm giving y'all my prediction to TNC 03. The next chapter, the third pay-per-view event, man. I'm finna tell y'all my predictions on the games that they have for us. And I'm just be telling y'all who I think is gonna win what games. I'm gonna tell y'all which games I think is gonna be the best to the least, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna talk about it, alright? We're gonna talk about it for a little second. And that's what it is, alright? So, I don't wanna waste so much time. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Click the notification bell. Like if you're new to the channel. Yeah, let's get it. Alright, so kicking off the event, we got Ryan MJM going up against J. Lou. This game is finna be an offensive bout. You know what I'm saying? Both of these two players are offense. You know what I'm saying? I think this one is going to come down to who's going to sit down on defense better. And because of that, I'm going to have to give the game to Ryan. I feel like out of all the games I've seen him play and out of all the games I've seen J. Lou play, I just feel like he's a more dependable defender. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, both of them are offensive players. But I feel like Ryan, he just has more defense than J. Lou does. Now, that does get tricky still because Ryan has to guard J. Lou. And everybody knows that J. Lou is one of the shiftiest, if not the shiftiest guy within the whole space. So it could very well go to J. Lou. But if I had to give a pick to one of them, I'm gonna give it to Ryan. Next, we got ISO Tate going up against Caleb Huffman, aka C4. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a really good game. I'm not gonna lie. They both play offense and defense. This game can go either way any day. I really don't know. Even though this is a hard pick for me, like I feel like it can go to either one of them. I'm going to have to give it to Caleb. And the only reason I'm going to give it to Caleb Huffman is because of the single fact that in the last two pay-per-view events, we've seen ISO Tate just, you know what I'm saying, not pull through. Now, in the first one he went against Zay, it was a rough start, but then he started to get it going towards the end, but then Zay ended up closing it out when he started coming back. You know, in the second one, he had the game. He had it, but he ended up choking, you know? So, based off of history, so far, even though Tay is one of my favorites on the scene, you know what I'm saying? It's just based off history, it gets shaky at the end. At the finish line, he goes from a full sprint to he start walking a little bit, and it's like against somebody like Caleb Huffman, I'm not just gonna be able to say, you know what, that shouldn't matter, man. It's still Tay. No, that's Caleb too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Caleb can still hoop as well. So I'm gonna have to get that game to Caleb Huffman because of the fact that Tay just has somewhat of a history of not being able to pull through once he's right there. Next, we got Keon going up against Reese. Man, this is gonna be a really good game. Like, I mean, this game should be crazy good. You got Keon, just an offensive destroyer. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the three, get to the rim, off the dribble, crazy footwork. And I feel like he's a slept on defender. Like, he's not somebody that's gonna just like, stay in front of you, stay with you all the way. But he has good contest. He has good, like, he gets blocks. You know what I'm saying? His hands are not bad. So I feel like his defense could get a little bit more love, but he's definitely just offensive assassin for sure. And then we got the up and coming challenger Reese, who plays both sides of the ball. 3 levels on offense, just like Keon. I would say that he's a better defender in the sense of staying with a person than Keon. I would just say that Keon has better hands. Like, Reese is gonna stay with you and he gonna contest good. Keon, he's either gonna stay with you or he's gonna end up recovering good. In his hands, he's gonna get a block, he's gonna get a rip. You know what I'm saying? So I view both of them differently on defense. Man, if I had to give one of them this game, like I want to give it to Reese, but I got to give it to Keon, and it's only because Keon, he's just such a good scorer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some guys where it's like, man, they can score and they can play defense, but their scoring is like here and there. Keon is not a here and there type of scorer. Keon is one of them scorers that's like here. Like, he's going to score all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? He scores in bunches. Reese does too. I've seen Reese play. Reese does as well. But Reese, this is what, like his second game, as far as I know. This is like his second game going up against somebody that's like one of the top guys with the next chapter. He went up against Lat. Lat took it, and it's like his second one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to get the Keon, bro. I'm gonna have to get the Keon. Scores in bunches, you know what I'm saying? Then Keon, he's been here, and I'm the type person, I feel like the whole I've been here stuff, I feel like that don't really matter, but in some cases it does kind of give a person an edge, you know what I'm saying? Just because some things don't rattle them, you know, some things they already know what to expect. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get that game to Keon, but I think that one's gonna be close as heck. The next game that's on the card is Day going up against Lat. Day, defensive person. He got offense, but his offense is just streaky. You know what I'm saying? He's either hitting or he's not. He can get to the rim. Finishing is his best part of his offense. It just depends on who's guarding him. And his midi, he's not bad at the midi at all. But he plays defense for sure. Everybody knows that. And then we got Lat, a solid defender, but just a poised, polished, efficient offensive person. Like, he is. Me personally, he's the most polished player on the scene in my opinion. He don't have to do too much. He just gets his spots and get the bucket. You know. So far, this is based off the games I've already read off. This is the first game where I can say I only see one person winning, and for me, that's Lat. I rock with Day. Day is a good basketball player, but I just don't think that Day's offense is enough. You know, especially when you're going up against a person like Lat, who's a solid defender, but on offense, he's one of them. Like, he's not one of those, he's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, on offense, he's going to get it done. I'm sure it's going to be a solid game, but I think Lat wins it either way. Next, we got Rob going up against DA. Everybody else know what Rob can do. Like Thanos. Thanos, offensive juggernaut. Solid defender. On offense, the only thing he really don't got is like a midi post game. You know what I'm saying? But handle is crazy, so he don't even need it. He either gonna burn the net off or he just gonna blow by you and go to the rim. DA dude, I don't know anything about him. Honestly, like, I don't know anything about him. I have not watched any games of him, highlights, film, nothing. I don't know what he can do and what he cannot do. So by default, I'm going to have to give it to Rob. But I'm ready to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I had talked with Rod. You know, I talked with Rod. And this was some time back, and I was like, man, it's crazy, like, because obviously the guys on the scene, you know, D1, D2, D3, JUCO, overseas, you know, but a few of them have actually been like NBA or G League, just a very few, you know, and then some overseas as well. And I was like, man, there's only been a few out of all those guys that has the tag of NBA or G League or even some overseas that really hop on this scene and they actually do good. Like, there's only been a few. We've seen multiple videos where it's like, oh, blah 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 going up against a 6'6" NBA player, or blah 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 going up against overseas legend, but you never see that person again after that video is dropped. Like, they leave him in the past. So it's like, I don't know what to expect from DA. History shows that it hasn't gone the way people expect so far, but I just hope that it's a good game. That's all I ever ask for. I just want a good game out of it, and let the rest be what it is. but I got Rob winning. Last but certainly not least, the main event, man. We got Moon going up against Cam. Both of them are offense, defense. I think Moon has the edge on defense, and I think Cam has the edge on offense. But both of them can play both sides of the ball. This game can honestly go either way. Like, either way. But if I had to pick somebody, and I mean if I just had to pick, I would give it to Cam. I give it to Cam. The reason why I'm gonna give it to Cam is because, for one, everybody knows that Moon gets off to a slow start, and against somebody like Cam who can get going quick, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Now, does that mean Moon is gonna get off to a slow start? No, but history shows. So that's not, you don't want to do that against somebody who can score like Cam. Secondly, Cam on multiple occasions has been down, and then he'll go on the craziest run and win. Prime example is when he did it against Lat, TNC 02. In that game, I thought Lat was gonna win. I had Lat winning that game, and I said it to my brother. I said it on stream a couple times. Lat did not lose that game. Cam won. Like, and what do I mean by that? This is what I mean. So that game, Lat had like game point, and then Cam got a stop, right? But the whole game, Lat was killing. Like, Lat had that game from start to finish, killing. Lat had game point, lost the ball. Cam get it. Cam scored like 3 or 4 straight and won. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Cam is one of them guys where, like, he really can score in bunches for real. He's one of the best at scoring in bunches, if not the best. And yeah, man, I just feel like if I had to put the house on somebody, if I had to put the car on somebody, if I just had to pick a person, man, I gotta go with Cam. But I could see Moon winning too. I really can. But I'm gonna go with Cam. All right, now I am going to be ranking the games, starting at which game I think is going to be the worst game to the best game. Based off my opinion, based off which games I think are going to be closer. I am going to be giving score predictions. The games I think are going to be the closest, the best, you know, all the factors into it. All right. So at number 6, I'm going to have to give it to Rob and DA. And I just don't know what to expect from DA. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know what to expect from it. You know, like I explained it when I was talking about their game. I just know I think Rob is gonna win. I haven't watched any footage on DA. I haven't did any research, so I'm not gonna say a score. You know, just because if I'm gonna say a score, I want to at least know about both players, and I don't. I only know about Rob, so I just got Rob winning. But hopefully, like always, it's at least a good game. And number 5, I got Data and Lat. Like I said when I was talking about them two, I feel like either way, Lat is gonna win this game. Man, I just hope Day-Day is on it when it comes to his offense, because defensively Day-Day is gonna do Day-Day, but on offense I just hope that Day-Day is just being an efficient scorer, you know, getting good looks, doing what he does. But I got Lat, and I think score is going to be 30 to, I'll say 30-21 Lat. At number 4, I got Ryan and J. Lou. Honestly, I feel like this one is one of the more unpredictable games, if I'm being honest. Like, I haven't watched J. Lou in a while. And the thing about J. Lou was always 2 things. He needs to get his 3-point shooting better and his defense. And I don't know how much it's progressed. You know? I don't know how much it's progressed. So he could be totally different from the last time I seen him, because it's probably been at least a year probably since I last watched J. Lou hoop. But yeah, I think this is one of the more unpredictable games, because it could really go to either one of them. It really could. Ryan could get out there and not be able to hold J. Lou at all, and J. Lou could get out there and not be able to hold Ryan at all. We just gonna have to wait and see. If I have to give a score prediction, like I said, I got Ryan. I'm gonna give it 30. Like I said, he got to guard J. Lou too, so I'm gonna give it 30 to. I'm gonna go 30-24. 30-24. Ryan. Top 3. At number 3 for which game I think is the game to look out for, I'm gonna have to give it to Keon and Reese. I just feel like both of them are just so nice. Like I think I think highly of both of their games. That tells you just how special Keon is in particular. Just because everybody knows about his defense, but you know that if he gets the ball, it can get spooky. Like it can get real spooky. It can get dark like Gotham. Real talk. But Reese is crazy too. Like I said when I first reacted to him, in my personal opinion, Reese, I have not seen a person like Reese since Burke. Somebody that can play both sides of the ball, but their pace is how it is. Their patience, handle. Like I haven't seen somebody like that since Burke. So Reese, this another game. It can really go either way. I had a tough time picking who I think was gonna win. I gave Keon the edge off of the bundle of scoring he got and the experience of the scene so far. But Reese could very well still win this game. Like I think this is gonna be a really good game for real. I got this mug being like, I got it being like 30-27 Keon. Like this is gonna be a good game for real. And that number 1, we got Moon and Cam, meaning that ISO TNC4 is number 2. So let's talk about them real quick. ISO TNC4. As I said, I got C4 winning, Caleb Huffman. These top 3 games can all go either. Well, these top 4 games can all go to either person, in my opinion. Either person can win these mugs. I feel like for Tay just gotta. If Tay can close the game, he can win. And with Caleb just has to guard Tay patiently, because Tay, even though he may not be as fast as others, he's patient with it. He's just reading the defender, hanging. He'll literally drop after the hang and then pull, like, even though he probably want to go, like he's really just watching the defender's movements. Every step, he's watching them with every dribble of his. Caleb just got to be patient on guarding him. But I got Caleb winning. I got him winning 30-28. This should be a really good game for real. Really good game. Like I said, Moon Cam, number 1. Watch out game. You should be expecting it. 30-29. Moon. I mean Cam. It can go to either one of them, so it don't matter. But I said Cam. So 30-29 Cam. I mean, I really don't even have to promote this game. I didn't even have to promote the last game. We know what Cam can do, and we know what Moon can do. These two are. So watch my last video. It was Day versus Kale reaction video. And in the video, I was saying how people always talk about top 5 best players. You know what I'm saying? Which, understandable. Keep doing it. But I personally feel like a better conversation that's need to be had is what tiers are people in? You know what I'm saying? Tier 1 through 4. What are the tiers of players? Who's with who? My opinion, I feel like Cam and Moon are in the exact same tier, and they're right by each other. Like, they're with each other. So this game, to me, is one of them matchups that's like, this is a perfect matchup. Just like how when I watched the Day and Kale, I said, I feel like this is a perfect matchup. I feel like they're in the same tier, and they're right by each other. I feel the same way with Moon and Cam. They're right with each other in the same tier. Like, they are. This is a really good matchup. This should be a really good game. If this game is not good, I would genuinely be surprised. But I know it's going to be a good game. Both of them are dogs. Both of them fight. Both of them hoop. So I know it's going to be a good game. But yeah, that's my TNC 03 predictions, man. Let me know how I feel about the predictions. Let me know if y'all want to see me on TNC 04 or 05 or 06 or 07. Look. Patience, you know what I'm saying? Patience is key at the end of the day. All right, early bird gets the worm, but the man with patience falls in rotation. I kind of just made that up on the fly. I don't know if it works or not. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for me. Good movie else to do. Good movie else to react to. I'm gonna get to it. Say PPP. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Let's just guard the bullcrap. We out.